All right, we got a good one here. What a week. What a bunch of struggles. What a bunch of wins. And I'm going to share everything here with you in the Creator's Diary. This is a voice memo that I'm doing here in the car on a rainy day. As you can see from the glass up above me here, it's pouring out. I've got a lot of notes here. I'm going to try to make this quick, but there's a lot to cover. First off, video views. It's still frustrating when we know we're putting out great content, but YouTube is not pushing it yet. And I say yet because it's just a matter of time. With that being said, something incredible happened. Even though we're getting low views, something incredible happened from a video that we posted 3 months ago. So I'm going to share that with you here in a second, but I'm just going to look down at my notes here. So I want to make sure I cover everything. It's really an ego hit when you are up here and then all of a sudden you go down here. Think about like celebrities that they had a movie that did real good and then their next one flops. Or an artist that is selling out arenas and then they can't hardly sell out a small stadium or a small, not even a stadium, a small venue. It's really hard. And the thing is with us, like, yeah, we weren't getting millions of views, but we were getting a lot more views. But we since pivoted and we now are targeting a different audience. If this is your first time here, you might want to listen to the last one. And this is episode 2 of the Creator's Diary. So I have down here to mention roller coaster because that's what being an entrepreneur feels like. It's never going to feel like, oh, everything is working great. It's going to be like, you might be climbing, but there's going to be a time when that thing just comes down. And I'm not saying this to make you feel like you're never going to be able to feel that high. I think you will, but there's always going to be more highs that you want to reach, or there's going to be something that just happens, an algorithm hit. Something happens, it's out of your control. So it's the roller coaster of business. And it's a roller coaster of life. I mean, let's face it. If you work for someone else, you're going to have ups and downs. If you are just going out there and you're playing pickleball and you're competitively playing, you're going to have wins, you're going to have losses. So roller coaster ride on the entrepreneurial journey, it's real. And we're feeling it right now because this week we were frustrated at times. But then there was a lot of times we were like, oh, that happened. Cool. Which I'm going to talk about that here in a second. Another thing I wanted to mention was how important it is to invest in yourself. And investing in yourself can be with time or it can be with money. Now, some of you know I've been building businesses now for over 15 plus years, and I've spent a lot of money on education, like more than if I went to college, which, by the way, I never went to college. So, kids that are spending $100,000, $300,000 on college, and then they walk away with a degree, but they don't really walk away with real life experience. I think that's a problem. That's just me personally. But I have probably spent over the years $300,000. And I know for a fact I've spent $30,000 on one mastermind about 5 years ago, another $20,000 on another mastermind probably 6 years ago. And were they worth it? Yeah. One of them was more worth it than the other, but I definitely learned a ton. But more than learning, I networked and I met with the right people, which brings me to, I just laid out $20,000 in further educating myself and Scotty. And I'm not going to go into details what that is yet. I will in the future. But it was 2 different programs, 10 grand a piece. And what those programs are doing for me are a couple of different things. One is they are going to help me connect with the audience that I want to reach. So these programs are helping coaches and course creators. It's helping them in other areas of their business. So if I'm coming in there and I'm learning, I bring a skill set that they might not have. So now we get to collaborate. So kind of spending like 20 grand to collaborate, but more importantly, you're also learning another skill or you're fast tracking. Which leads me to, which I'll explain more of that here on the creator's video diary here, and I'll give you more of the behind the scenes of that. But just know that I'm a big believer in investing in yourself, and I'm proof of it because I'm investing in myself right now, and I've done it for years. And I've charged $25,000 to be part of my mastermind years ago. So it can work both ways. All right, so that's $20,000 in coaching that I spent. And here's the one thing I want to say about if you join any program, any course, any cohort, anything that you are going to be learning from, if you want to get the instructor's attention, if you want to be talked about, here's how you do it. You become the best damn student that they have. The best damn student. And then you let them know that you are taking their advice, you're doing things, and you're getting results. And if you do that, guess what's going to happen? They're going to talk about you. You're going to become their poster child. And what is that going to do? It's either going to get you more business if you have a business that relates to what they're offering, or it just gives you credibility. It gives you authority. Now I'm going to give you an example. We have one of our students. His name is Gavin. He runs a fitness business, a brick and mortar business, but he wants to do more online. So we've been helping him for about 3.5, 4 months, and he was struggling with getting views. And he switched it. We pivoted a little bit, and now he's got a video that crossed 400,000 views. It lifted all of his other videos. And now he's getting, I think he's got over 3,000 email subscribers from those videos. And get this, he's getting clients because now he's sending emails that lets people know that he's a coach and that he can coach them virtually. And so me telling you that story is also telling you about him. And if I was doing this on a podcast or something, we'd link it up down below. You can go check out his thing. He actually is more catered towards people that are over 40. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be talking about him a lot. Why? Because he has taken what we are teaching, he implemented it, and he's getting results. So we're going to talk about him. So if I jump on a podcast episode and someone is like interviewing me and they're like, hey, can you tell us about one of your students that has been successful? I'm like, yeah, there's this guy, Gavin. He helps people that are over 40 get in shape. He was struggling with views. You see what happens? So if you want to, number one, get more attention by the teacher or instructor, become a great student. Be someone that takes action, not just one of these, people that goes through a course, maybe 10% of it, and then they just abandon it and then just don't do anything with it. Because people aren't completing courses like they used to. Actually, they never really did unless you were in like a live cohort. That's why we're switching to a cohort model, which brings me to why I'm so excited today, which actually we had some lows this week, right? It's like, oh man, we posted that video. It only got 250 views. But get this. We actually announced about 2 weeks ago that we're doing a live cohort where we're going to be taking up to 10 business owners, and we're going to be helping them install our Steady Leads flywheel. And then we're going to help them create a content machine that's going to feed the flywheel. And there's some stipulations that we have to make sure that they're a business and that they're, they have something to sell, things like that. So we have an application process. And I am happy to say that we have sold 9 of the 10 spots to that cohort. And crazy thing is right now, as I'm recording this, someone might be filling that 10th spot because I just sent off the link to secure a spot to someone that said, hurry up, give me that because I want to get that last spot. So we might have already gotten the last spot, and then it will be sold out. And then we are going to just work with those people and make sure that they're getting results, making sure that for 6 weeks, we are going through every single thing that they're going to need to install this flywheel. And so that's a huge win for us. Now, the thing I want to leave you with is this. We all get hung up on the views. We still get hung up on the views, guys. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Scotty and I are like, man, why are we not hitting 1,000 views now? But when this happens, and wait till I share this with you. When this happens, then you're like, oh, Okay, I'm right. It doesn't matter about views. A lady yesterday joined our live stream. So we do a live stream every Monday. That's where we create our content. And if you guys didn't watch that, I'll link that up down below. But we do a 1 hour content blitz in a sense to where we create all of our content for the week, pretty much, except for something like this where I'm just shooting this in the car off the cuff. I'm going to post this on Tuesdays. But she showed up and she was asking questions about our 6-week cohort because we were talking about it. And I said, hey, just drop us an email and we'll send you over the details. So she did. Well, she went ahead and joined us. She's in the Steady Leads Accelerator in our cohort. But what we asked her is, when did you find us? And she said, I found you about 3 months ago, and it was on one of your videos on business. And I know that our business videos have not gotten 1,000 views. So I'm going to leave you with this. She found a video 3 months ago, didn't have a lot of views, didn't go viral. She joined our email list, got our emails, jumped on a live after 3 months, which we do those every week. So after 3 months, she joined us on one live stream, and then from there became a client. So if you think that you need to have thousands of views, you don't. And I'm telling this to myself too, by the way. So just think of those videos as video assets. That's the big thing that we all have to remember, because an asset that you create today can be found a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, if you're still doing what you're doing. So just keep that in mind. Know that you're building assets. Don't worry about the views, and just keep showing up consistently. And that is the thing that has really allowed us to get this thing to work. Stay consistent. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I'm sure there's going to be a video that's going to pop up right here that'll probably be recommended that you might want to watch next, because it'll probably help you in building out your YouTube channel. All right. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.